Good morning, dirty diggers. So we're out here today at the shop. What we're going to be doing is actually clearing up an area of basically trees and debris. Those are some nice cedar logs that we have some future plans for, so we're actually not touching those. But basically everything else, like all this area, we're going to be clearing all this up. These mature trees here are going to be staying. Some future plans which I'm pretty excited about, and I'll be telling you guys more about that maybe later on. But what we're going to be doing is getting this ready for that future plan, and obviously stay tuned if you want to find out what that is. Basically we're going to be taking out all these sort of trees here. These are just sort of wild stuff that's been growing here, and they're all out of control. They're just taking up space, so we're going to be cutting these down. Some trees we are going to be leaving. I believe this is one that is supposed to get left behind, but the stuff around it's going to go. So everything with the thorns on it, the little wild apple trees that or stuff that's drying out, whatever, all that stuff's gonna get removed. So we had a pile of scrap metal here that's been cleaned up now. The back here we have some cleanup to do, some brush. This stuff's just been getting piled up here over the years and sort of getting out of control. So we're gonna go ahead and give this all a nice cleanup. Again, knocking down trees now, ripping up the stumps, and then maybe a little general level at the end of it all. But we have a lot of material here that's basically gone bad from just sitting here and getting forgotten about. So, and obviously this tree's gonna stay, but around it we're gonna be taking up all the trees down. We're gonna save, actually I think we might even transplant this oak. So we're gonna leave that maple. Everything else is gonna go in this area except for that pine, the spruce, and the maple. And then that's gonna be more or less where we ended off. We're just gonna sort of clean up this area and along the bush there, more or less where that spruce is there, all the way up to the top. So we're gonna just give ourselves a nice big area here for cleaning stuff up and storage and get ourselves a little more organized. And looking forward to the future thing that we got purchased that will be arriving soon. It is not digger related, but either way I'm super excited about it and really excited to show you guys about it too. So that's part of the reason why we're cleaning all this up here as well. All right, so we're a little further down here into the bush than I originally even thought we were gonna come. Remember, we were way up there past the dry pine over there that we were gonna kind of stop at. So basically I've been going through and I'm gonna save all the wood I can pretty well save for firewood. So even these small, really thin pieces of wood normally wouldn't bother, but you know what, it's good wood, and we're gonna go ahead and save it for some thinner firewood and kindling, stuff like that. And then the brush and branches and stuff, we're gonna end up losing them. So we're gonna start here first and then work our way out. So that's kind of the new plan now. My little helper here with me, and he's being my guide. He's my boss apparently, right? Are you my boss?
I'm not your boss.
Oh, you're not my boss anymore now? Okay, a little while ago you were. So he was helping me drive the skid steer and the excavator there, coming to the end of the day here, and we had a little accident. So things don't always go perfectly. Yeah, I was driving along here, pushing a big pile of brush into... Okay, 1 second. So we were pushing a big pile of brush here, and out of nowhere the thing just shattered. So I don't know, I think a branch might have come up and got caught up on the track and went up, which is crazy because the glass is on the inside of the cage to kind of help prevent this kind of thing. But it looks, I don't know, I'm not even sure if it was already cracked previously and it just shattered me driving. I doubt that. Something must have came up and gave it a final poke, but I don't know, I can't see anything, and I didn't see anything either. I was just driving along and boom, it just shattered. So anyways, carrying on, it happens. There was a bunch of trees here, we got all the stumps pulled out, everything piled up there. Doesn't look like a big pile, but it's going over a cliff here, like an edge, so it does sort of keep going down there. Hey, how many trees do you think we've put over there so far?
100.
Just 100? Yeah. Hey, what's a coniferous tree?
A coniferous tree is one of the evergreens that stays alive all winter.
It's an evergreen that stays alive all winter. That's right. And what kind of trees do you know that stay alive all winter? What are some names of some trees? That's right. Really good. What kind of tree is this one here? Do you know what type of tree this one is? That's a spruce, yeah. That's right. Education here. That's right. It's all about promoting education here on this this channel. So now you know. If you didn't know, winter trees that don't lose their color, their foliage, and their needles, they have got like they're considered evergreens or coniferous trees. If they got leaves, they're deciduous. Right, Landon? Mm-hmm. That's right. You heard it here first. Okay, so that's it for trees. This is a maple, it's gonna stay. The only one I have left to do is, well, apart from all these little things, is this little stick here and this big dead pine here. So I'm gonna get the excavator. Well, I'm gonna cut it with the chainsaw a bit first, and then I'm gonna try and just knock it that way with the excavator. Hopefully it goes well, but I mean, if it falls, whichever way it goes, as long as it's not on top of me, that's a win. Alright, so I for some reason gapped out and cut it on the wrong side. I meant to do a notch on this side, but anyways, I kind of did a little one. So try to give it a bit of a notch, nothing too crazy, but clearly not a chainsaw expert. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I give it a little nudge and if it'll fall the right way. And that is how you get things to go to plan when you don't even know what you're doing. You just kind of make it up, see? Couldn't have drew that up any better. Right in the walkway. Perfect. 401 for dirty diggers. Alright, here's where the tree's going, so I'm gonna put that in place here. So the way to do it is I have to use my hand to hold onto this trigger and then move these buttons. There she is. All right, so we got these trees planted here. Got a couple nice big thick ones planted here at the beginning, and then we got this one planted here as well. Replaced some that were dead. We cleaned up a lot of the trees, like you can see back in there. A lot of them I already took out and ripped out the stumps too, but there's another one. Only a couple stumps I left because I didn't want to go in there and rip them out with the excavator. It's going to do too much disturbance to the trees, but a lot of the rest of them I did manage to pull out. Now I'm going to go through with the skid steer and give this a level. And if you guys can remember before how much trash was here in this area, all the steel and wire baskets and wood and stuff laying around. So we're going to go ahead and level this up, and yeah, now it's going to look so much cleaner. And we're going to be ready to, at some point, I don't know if we'll have a chance now, if we're going to get too busy, but probably next winter's project then, but we got the setup done, is to build that big nice shed over here for our sawmill, which will be nice. Oh, and I guess I let it slip. So the main reason why we're doing all this work is because we actually purchased a sawmill. So there's the big reveal. I totally forgot I didn't explain that yet earlier in the video, so I just casually said it like you guys already knew. That's the main reason why we're doing all this cleanup here. We're going to be building a nice big shed and then putting the sawmill inside of it. And I'm super excited to get to use that and start making some cool boards and posts and all kinds of stuff. So stay tuned to see that when it comes in. But also we do have another thing coming in that's also new, and it's not the sawmill, so stay tuned for that in the next couple videos. Brush, level the area with the Kubota here and the rock bucket, and it does a nice little job just raking and grabbing all the sticks and brush and leaving the soil behind. And we got a nice fire going, been burning some of the stumps up and some of the brush, not too much of it because we don't want to get too crazy here with the fire, a little close to houses and stuff around here. So we all know what can happen with that. Get some people getting a little trigger happy with the 911 calls. So yeah, we're trying to keep it tame, just a couple stumps at a time, small, keep it small and controlled. And yeah, anyways, it's been fun. Once we get this all cleaned up, it's going to be done. It's getting pretty late here, it's already almost 7 o'clock, so just going to give this a level and hopefully we beat the rain. As you guys can see, the weather's changing and I think we got rain forecast for the night, so I'm gonna hopefully get this all done, cleaned up, and it'll be perfect to help out with the trees that we got planted. I'm assuming by that noise you guys can tell why I've just kind of been playing music over this and doing a little bit more of a speedy kind of showing what's going on here. It's very rattly. I didn't realize it was rattling so much on top of the machine. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this, the whole process, and now just at the end doing some cleanup here, some satisfying brush cleanup and leveling the ground. Again guys, you know what to do. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching and being part of the Dirty Digger gang for those of you who made it to the end of the video. Take care everybody, we'll see you on the next one.